don't take the time to really get ourselves together.
I don't like to see people in a state where they feel sad.
We don't want to let anybody down.
For me, I don't know.
My girlfriend, that through thick and thin. My girlfriend.
Hey, girlfriends, and welcome to Girlfriends Unscripted.
Being the strong one is exhausting. You're the one that people look to when things are falling apart. You're the one that keeps everything moving, even when you're falling apart yourself.
And what makes it heavier is that no one really asks you how you're doing. I mean, beyond the above surface, you good? They never really do the digging to find out if you're actually good. So let me ask it out loud. Who takes care of the one who's always holding it down? This episode is for the women who are holding it down while still showing up for work and still showing up for their family and friends and everybody else. So take a breath, get comfortable, and let's talk about what it really looks like to heal without abandoning yourself.
Yeah, this one is tough.
I could not wait for this
because
episode.
this one is one like this year. Literally, last year I literally faced almost the whole
the whole world
year.
was on my shoulders.
Yeah. This one was really tough. Just knowing about the emotional labor that I had to deal with, like having to carry everybody else's emotions on top of having to carry my own emotions. That for me last year was like my biggest struggle.
I think there's like this invisible load that women carry, and I think that it always goes unnoticed, and it goes like something that just is supposed to happen, that we're supposed to do.
Almost too like unappreciated. Like you don't even know the emotion that I'm not just only carrying my emotions, I'm also carrying your emotions, like that's.
And we get tired too. I think that this episode really means a lot to really both of us because we are single. Well, I'm single, but basically like we have strong things that we have to handle in life.
Yeah.
And we have so much that we have to do that if we don't do it, it won't get done. And so I feel like we carry the load for everybody. And even if they don't ask us to carry the load, somehow we end up carrying the load because we anticipate what they would need us to do. And I think that this topic really made me excited to talk about because there's a lot of people out there who are silently being the strong person.
Yeah. And it's mentally exhausting.
It's mentally draining.
Like you don't even know the mental load or mental weight that carrying everybody else's problems is actually putting on you until you figure it out. Then you're like, I can't do it no more. Then you're like stuck in a state where you don't want to talk, you don't feel like being bothered because you're mentally exhausted.
And I think another thing that that we do, and I don't know if it's just like me knowing you and knowing how you are, but just like having the I don't know what word you would use, but to always be dependable to everybody else, to not want to let everybody else down, to not want to let your friends down, to not want to let your family down, to not want to let anybody that depends on you, to not want to let them down. And sometimes we overexhaust ourselves because we don't want to let anybody down.
For me, I don't know if it's letting anybody down or just seeing people down. I don't like to see people in a state where they feel sad or they feel something. Because in my eyes, I would want that for me. Like, if you see me sad, like, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
So, like, for me to sit up there and see somebody sad, I'm like, okay, what can I do? Where can I be? What do you need from me?
And how do we get from going to be the person that everyone depends on, that everyone is used to calling on, to taking the time to heal for ourselves, to taking the time to do for ourselves, or taking a self-care day or self-help day? I know, like you always say, girl, you never stop. And it's because I feel like I could always be doing something. Yeah. I could always do something for somebody, or I could always figure this out. Or if I don't figure this out, it won't be figured out. I think the unknown of like will this get done if I don't do it? And we feel like, no, it won't get done. If I don't do it, it won't get done. And I think that goes for every aspect of our
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, we have to realize like strong women get tired.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to take a second for ourselves, that doesn't mean we're letting anybody down. That doesn't mean we need to be disappearing, or for us to heal, it doesn't mean that we're disappearing. You know, it just means that we need to take a moment. Like, and that's okay to feel like you need that moment. I think last year, I want to say a few months ago, I literally took those moments to myself. Like, nobody can ask me nothing. Nobody can figure out. I can't figure it out for you. I don't know. That's not my problem. That's your problem, because I needed to figure out what I had going on. I needed to set myself straight, because if I didn't, then where would I be, for you guys in the long haul? I needed to just shift my own.
I think that you said something important, like where would I be in the long run if I don't take this time for myself?
Yeah.
And when we don't take the time for ourselves, and we don't take the time to really get ourselves together and really make sure that we on our P's and Q's, we're showing up for people with the glass that's half empty, or almost
Or
empty.
fully
I mean, it
empty.
ain't even half empty. Like, I remember
Literally
there was
dragging your body
dragging
there.
my body. I remember there was a point in time where I just realized that I had no more to give. I had no more mental capacity to give.
Yeah.
I had no more to give anybody who wanted something from me. And so I started telling people, like, I didn't tell them anything. Actually, to come to think of it, didn't tell them a thing. Just stop showing up.
Yeah.
And some people felt that it was, whoa, she's acting funny. But those real ones, those people who know you, those your people, are gonna be like, this ain't normal. How can we step up? How can we help? How can we do something?
But then too, like, just some people, like, they know you for being strong, so they do not sit up and understand, like, oh, she might be going. So they start looking at that as if you're being a bad person, or you're not being the person that you
Talk
originally that you originally were for me. And it's like, no, you don't understand that I'm hurting. I'm literally going through something that's just not working out, So I need for you to show up for me as if I was showing up, and then once I get realigned, we'll be back where we need to be.
Girl, you are preaching, because that's literally what happened in my life. Like, right now, where I'm at in the season, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I went through that space where I'm always the one showing up for everybody. I'm always the one doing everything for everybody. So when I stop doing, then it's like, ooh, she's acting funny, or why she didn't do this, or this needs to be done. Like, and sometimes it gets to the point where it just be like, oh, we need trash bags. Can somebody get the trash bags?
Like, you're so like pressure break pipes. You know what I'm saying? So much pressure that has been built up and built up. Like, I got to the point where I'm just looking at you like, can you? I ain't got nothing to say.
Talk about something. Please
no
don't ask
words
me another
won't
thing.
even come out my mouth. Like, you
Just
know I can't get the trash bags, So yeah, I feel like we need to understand that healing does not mean disappearing. It's adjusting your access. And with, I'm still your friend. I'm still your girl. I'm still your mom. But I need this time. I'm just going to no, you need to figure out how to do that. You need to go and get the trash bags. We need to just adjust the access. We don't have to be everything in the house at the same time.
And I think sometimes that we think that healing means isolation.
Yeah.
But we don't have to isolate to heal. We just have to communicate. That is a problem that we have. Like, I can't speak for you, but I can kind of speak for you, because I know how you get or whatever. But, like, for me, I'm not going to communicate. Like, if I'm literally dragging myself on the cement, like literally bear crawling to just keep going, I'm not going to ask nobody for help.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is because I feel like, I need help. And people can look around and see that you need help. And to me, why do I got to ask for help when you don't ever have to ask me for help? You don't never have to ask me for anything that you need done. Yeah. When you come home, you see this is done. When you do this, you see this is done. Like, just do it. Like, even as a friend, and speaking in each and every level of that, like, even as a friend, you don't got to ask me to be a good friend because I'm going to be a good friend to you. You don't have to ask me to be a good this because I'm going to be a good person to you. Like, I'm going to do everything that I can in my power to be there for you, but will you just reciprocate? Will you just be there for me?
I'm
like,
strong, but I'm tired.
We are, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like the other episodes, like, I am strong, but I am also tired. And how can I heal that? And I think it starts with us. Really, it starts from within. Like, are we going to communicate like I am full? And I don't even know what I was watching, but it said it's okay to tell people that, you know what, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
I'm full right now. And I started saying that when I realized back when my house burned down, I realized that people kept saying, "Oh, I've been texting you, I've been this," and I felt bad because I was legitimately missing these text messages, and I couldn't even find an explanation on why I was missing the text messages. Aside from the fact that my mind was just gone, my mind was just not there, and so I started telling people like, "I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My head is there's no more space in my brain. If you tell me something today, I will forget it. And if you told me this, it's not in my brain. My brain was already full. It was no more space in there.
Yeah.
And so that was the beginning of my healing journey when I really took into consideration that I can't be everything to everybody while being nothing to myself.
I think that you don't give yourself permission to rest. If it don't get done, it just don't get done. Even though it'll pile up for another day, but you have to give yourself that permission to rest. Me, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna be like, house dirty, kid. I don't today. I'm not doing it. You know, I will readjust.
I don't got that.
Tomorrow.
I don't have it. I don't know how to get that.
I
but
think,
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I really am truly working on like being able to just be like, okay, I'll just take a break from this. But I don't have that yet.
I think you're doing better with that with people. Like, oh, I'm not doing that today. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. I'm not available for that today. You know, but I want you to give yourself permission to lay in your bed. Remember, like, I'm like, girl, the first day off of work, you're like, I'm going to the dentist. Like, girl, it's the first day off of work. Lay in the bed. You don't gotta keep moving. You gotta allow yourself permission to just be like, today's the day that I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay with my feet straight in the bed like this and just relax. Yeah. I think this whole break, I don't know if you had any days to just be like, this is my rest day.
You know what? I was thinking about doing that next week, but you on my street. I do got a question for you. How did it go when you went to being a soft woman, a camp woman?
It didn't go.
It didn't go.
Well.
Okay.
No, it didn't. I mean, I don't even know how long I tried. I went home and I said, okay. I said I'm gonna try this. So I don't even. That went in and out the window at the same time.
I wanted to circle back around that, but yeah, you are right. I do need to take more time to just, I guess, have a rest day. I don't know why I don't have a rest day. I feel like if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done.
But you have to know that it's okay that it don't get done. It's okay to be like, oh, I missed that appointment. Oh, that didn't happen. That's fine.
Yeah. Talking about
that's fine.
You know what else?
You got 7 more days to figure a day out to say it's not happening today.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Another thing about healing while still being a strong person and just creating boundaries and really just trying to create a balance. I think that we have to, for example, like when we want something done, we want it done right then and there, right? And so if it's not going to get done right then and there, then we'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's another part of healing is that letting them do it, how they're going to do it. And I know sometimes I'll be like, well, if I wanted you to do it in 3 days, then I wouldn't ask you to do it because I needed it done right when I wanted it done at that time. But like you're telling me now, like to be okay with it going off for another day or for a day or two, I think that's something that we have to do as women.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm single right now, but I imagine that if you had a man that you asked to do something and they didn't do it right away, you would. And now we carrying everything that, now we back to tired because we're doing everything and being everything.
My therapy, I did do therapy for like a month. I have a problem with people being like, do it this way, do it that way, So, okay. So, I did do therapy for a month, and she did tell me something that I do keep with me is that sometimes people they're asking you like, well, how do I do this? Or, well, you want the light screwed in like this because they know you're going to get up and do it. So tell them to screw it in however you feel like screwing it in. If it's backwards, then stand there until you figure it out. I can't help you.
Yeah, but you have a hard time with that because I remember like I was I don't remember what we were doing, but you were trying to get everything done. And I'm like, give this task to them, give that task to them. And you're like, what they doing it like this? Well,
They
let
asked me
them.
100 times. Like I told her, because I told her that. I'm like, it's like, can you put this stuff in this cabinet? Do these go in there? What about these? You want these on the top shelf or the bottom shelf?
You
like,
know what? I can understand
give
that.
me all
And
of
maybe
it.
that's a Libra thing because I'm just like, just sit it down. Just don't even touch it no more.
I'm not-
Just leave it there.
Even like my boyfriend going to the grocery store, like, what aisle is this on? What aisle is boy?
Figure it out. Ask the lady at the place.
I'm talking
I don't
about
know.
put me on FaceTime and I'm shopping with. I could have went to the store.
I could have did it myself.
I mean, he does a lot better now. Let me give him that. He does not call me in the store like that no more. But in the beginning, he would call me in the store. Like, I'm walking down the aisles with him. I'm like, I don't know that store. I can't direct you left or right.
And I don't know. I just think like figuring out. I think that your friends and I think that your family. I think that it's no fault of their own that they see you as a strong person. And I even had to. I think I was saying, talking to whoever I was talking to, and I was like, when the house burned down, people were like, "Oh, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm doing good." You know what I'm saying? Like very fake, very just, "Oh, I'm doing great." And I think that people took that great and they were like, "Oh, wow, she's strong." And a lot of people said, if it was me going through that, I would have lost my mind. If it was me going through that, I've been laying on the floor crying. I would have been really just pulling. I wouldn't have had no edges right now. I would have been very bald headed on around the edges of my head.
Yeah.
And sometimes I did feel like I wanted to be bald headed with the edges going around my head.
Right,
but I just laying in the middle of the street with my elbows ashy because I don't even know what I was doing in the street. But you don't have a luxury of that. And I think that's a luxury to be able to just say, I'm checking out. And maybe that is why I don't check out because it feels too much like a luxury that I don't have.
Yeah.
And it feels like if I have all of these things and all of these obligations that I'm responsible for, then I have to get these obligations for not just for me, but for my kids.
Yeah.
They're dependent on me. The day our house burned down Thursday, Friday, we was on our way to Las Vegas to go to a basketball tournament because that was something that they were looking forward to. So we're always trying, and like how you said, like how you think about how other people feel. You always want to be making everybody else happy, and you don't want to see people sad. I think that is also a blessing, and I think it's also a curse.
Definitely.
But I do think that I'm finding a balance in between. Like I literally am finding the balance to where I'm like, okay, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And where I used to,
I'm not doing both. So which one?
Which one do you want? Yeah.
I
used to not be able to
the whole
table.
I'm not doing the whole table. So you want this one or you want
that one? And I used to not even be able to say no.
It's not where we should be to try to like heal from being a strong person, but it's progress. You know, it's like I'm not gonna do everything. I'm gonna just do a little bit. You know, if that makes you feel better to be like, I'm just gonna do a little bit until you get to the point where you're just like, no.
Yeah, I have found my no.
Yeah,
it was lost. Don't know where or why it was lost, but I have found a no. And I used to, it's so crazy. Like I'd be dead tired, and I got somewhere to go, so I don't let somebody down.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen anymore. No. Like if I'm tired, I cannot go.
One thing about my sleep is I'm gonna get it. I don't get if it's tired for sure. It ain't not today.
Can't do it.
But anyway, you can be sad about it, baby. If I'm sleepy, I'm not even right.
Yeah, you're not right. When you sleepy and be like, "Are you well?"
No, don't let me be sleepy and hungry. That's a whole problem. Now I'm gonna, so I feel like, we need to find that balance in just saying no, or find that security in being like, today your girl is gonna sit that one out, or your girl can't do it.
So if you had to think of your top 3 ways to heal while still showing up for everybody, what would those top 3 things be? Like if you had to do these 3 things, then that would be your healing process for yourself. That didn't include anybody else. Healing, you would heal while showing up for everybody else. What would those 3 things be?
Learning to put my needs first. So if I'm tired, I need to rest before. If I have something to do, then I need to do that before I can help you. I think being okay with saying no.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think I can think of a third one right now.
No.
I think the third one would have to come to me. But what
Yeah.
about you?
I would say I've been actually taking a lot of time to self reflect and really just do my what is it called, workout, what is mental, spiritual, and physical, like physically getting myself in alignment,
Yeah.
spiritually getting myself together. So I've been like, now I'm reading my Bible every day, and now I get up in the morning and I do my 12 minutes of prayer, and I don't talk to nobody before I do that. I don't even care. Like the twins will come in there, they'll be like, mom, 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 can't hear you, I'm in the middle of something, and I will. And now I've noticed even now that they probably just mumbling stuff, but they'll be like, because that's probably what it sounds like to them.
Right.
And the third thing is just like taking my time to do my exercise and do my workout. Like even for for a beginning part of it, my mom would be like, you can't miss exercise today to do X, Y, and Z. And at first I would miss it. And then I started saying, actually, I can't.
That's my time.
That's my time. Yeah. That's my 1 hour. That's my hour that I get. And I'm going to take that time. So I think that it would just be standing firm on what you know that you need in order for you to heal. And so that's therapeutic to me. When I go to that gym, whether I feel like it, whether I don't feel like it, after I've done that hour of working out, I feel good. I feel like, okay, now let me pick back up. Like, you got to be able to take it off, do what you're going to do for yourself, not feel guilty for doing it, and then it'll still be there. It'll all still be there. So while I can't let it go for a day or two, I can't let it go for that hour.
For your 1 hour.
I could do it for that 1 hour. I could let it go.
I feel like for both of us, it sounds like it's like self time or self healing or something that we need to do because we're always giving or always caring. So I think for both of us, it's kind of like we need to focus on things that we need. Just even if it's first, second, whatever, we still have to, because we can't be something to people where we're not it ourselves, you know? So I think for both of us, it would be like something for ourselves, even if it's an hour or if it's a whole day, or, you know, it's important that we both get our time.
And I think also what just hit me right now is that being who you are to the right people.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people that have benefited from who you are and didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right? So then that drains you. That wears you down. That makes you feel like, I'm going to stop being X, Y, Z.
Person.
But don't stop being who you are. Because this certain group of people, whoever these people were, can appreciate who you are. And it could be anybody. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be closest friends. It could be whoever. Whoever this group of people is that do not appreciate you for who you are and what you're doing, those are the group of people that will not benefit from who you are.
I literally had that moment a long time ago where I had a friend that I literally was there for, and every single girl used to come get whatever you need. I ain't gonna do, but whatever she needed, she would be. And when it came down to me and what I needed, it was like she wasn't that same person, and I had to cut her off because I was like, there's no way I could be like, I'll deal with you at a certain way. I'm who I am.
Yeah.
I can't change who I am. I'm still going to give and give and give and give. So it's like, I'd rather just not deal with you at all because I'm not going to dumb myself down for you. I'm not going to miss my blessings because of because of who you are trying to turn me into. So, yeah.
And I think that's a part of healing.
Yeah.
So I think knowing what you have to release, knowing what you have to let go, and knowing what your healing looks like, because it looks different for everybody. Yeah. And so just understanding what your healing looks like, understanding what you need to heal, and it doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean distancing yourself from everybody, but it does mean knowing what you need and doing that for yourself, and then be something for yourself, so that way you could be something. You could be there for people with a glass that's full instead of a glass that's half full, because now you can give out of your abundance when it's flowing over, because now you've done the work to take care of yourself.
Also, too, I think sometimes we hold all of that in, so it's kind of like we're bleeding in silence. we're sitting here and we're hurting, we're going through something, it's not working. But instead of being like, this load is too heavy, we sit here and just take it all in until we're like angry about the situation.
Yeah, resentment and all of that, and you feel a type of way, like, and I don't know if this is probably part of the healing process, is realizing that that's where you've gotten, that's where you've been, like, and then saying, okay, I don't want to be this person. I know that for a fact I had gotten so angry, and not like an angry like, ooh, I'm mad, but I have felt like
maybe a hurt even.
It was probably hurt, and sometimes they say hurt turns to anger, and I feel like I was breaking my back to be everything to everybody, and it was just like no one appreciates it. And there was two things that I saw, two things that was revealed to me. Number one is that what you do for people and what you are to people is not for you to reap the benefit or not for you to get something from them, but your reward will come from somewhere else. It will come from God. You know what I'm saying? And then that second thing is that you did what you did out of the kindness of your heart, and let that be what it was. And then you can now heal from that, and you can move on knowing that I did what I did out the kindness of my heart, not for accolades, not for people to...
Sometimes at first is you look at it in a different light, like, oh my God, I did this and this and this. But then when you realize, like, I'm not the loss here.
No, I am a good person.
I did everything that I was supposed to do, so I can't be mad. That's like it's like a epiphany, or like
something that hit you. It'd be like a ton of bricks. What they say, ton of bricks.
Well, I don't know, but it'd be like, this is good.
Yeah, this
like,
makes sense.
I like this. I like that I was what I was supposed to be, and that's just that.
Yeah. So I guess, like, I would say, you don't have to heal in silence. You don't have to heal alone. There are people that want to be there for you.
And we have to allow that support. Allow somebody to come in, whether they do it when you want it or when you or how you want it. Let them do it.
And if people are trying to be there for you, just allow that. And don't push it away. Don't shy from it. Don't feel like, you're embarrassed because I literally, this is funny. I'm laughing at myself because I don't cry. I don't cry. And you know that I'm a thug. And so when I found myself a little while ago crying, I was like, I started laughing at myself because I'm just like, this is crazy. I do not do this. But then afterwards, it felt so good because sometimes you just need to cry. You just need to let it out, let yourself heal, and then move from there, and not being ashamed of that, and not feeling like you're weak or whatever. And it's not that I'm not weak because I'm a thug, but just like, I don't know why I don't like to show that emotion to people.
You're strong. You feel like we're so strong, but you don't have to always be strong.
Always be strong.
It's okay to let those tears out.
Yeah.
Cry.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes me a while to cry. I'll be like, and then it just be like, but it's okay. It's okay to cry.
All right. So if this resonated with you, click the share button. Send this to your friends.
Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
And remember, we're healing out loud over here. So if there's ever something you want to talk about, you need to talk about, just comment and we'll get that in the next episodes to come. But you're not alone, sis. We're your girlfriends and we got your back.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you later, girlfriends.
Keep it true, even when I don't agree with everything you do. Every moment lifted high, just two queens talking loud.